Welcome everybody, I'm Jay.
I'm Brian.
Welcome to Nevada Trails. We're here to give thanks to the people supporting the show, the Pine Nut Mountain Trails Association and the Brewery Arts Center, and all the volunteers who come in every week.
Exactly. So. And our goal here is to just kind of show people what people are doing in Nevada for recreation and how to do it in a safe, responsible way.
Whether it be hiking, equestrian, motorcycles, ATVs, land sailing, skydiving, lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And today
There's so much to do in Nevada.
A lot. And today we're going to be talking to Ryan from the sporting range, right?
About some snowshoes, snowshoeing.
Yep, it's a lot more to it than you'd really think.
Yeah, slapping on some shoes and running around out in the snow.
And we're also going to be watching a video on Burning Sky Camp at
Burning Man, the skydiving camp at Burning Man.
So hopefully it will be enjoyable for you. You know, it's fun for us, so welcome to Nevada Trails.
And we're here with Brian from the Sporting Range. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Looks like we're going to be talking about snowshoeing today.
We are.
We are. Should be good. My understanding, it's been around thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
Since people needed to walk on snow.
4,000 to 6,000, I guess, is what I heard.
Yeah,
so.
Skis or snowshoes. You've got, before snowmobiles, you had to get there somehow.
I would imagine this is like a great area to do this.
Absolutely.
I mean,
oh, yeah. Great scenery, great snow. It's the Sierras, after all.
Yeah, exactly.
We're here.
And I guess even the American Indians had snowshoes before the Europeans came. So they were running around on them, and I guess all the tribes here had their own different kind of snowshoes.
I think that depending on whether it's like really woodsy, tight trees, they would build them a little bit different compared to if it was
real long.
Out in the plains, and they'd use them for hunting and all kinds of cool stuff. And
depends on your resources.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Exactly. So I guess why don't we get a little bit into the construction of what's a good snowshoe? I guess what does a snowshoe have on it, basically?
The modern snowshoe? Well, you have a few main parts, really. You have a frame. Most modern snowshoes are made out of aluminum. There's a few that are magnesium.
Or stainless steel, is that part of it, or no? Probably too
heavy?
heavy?
Yeah,
too
probably
heavy?
a little heavy. You have different grades of aluminum. Higher end snowshoes typically have higher levels of aluminum, like mountain bikes. Deck materials, there's all different types. You have one of the more common materials is Hypalon. They make river rafts out of it. So it's
and
very
that's what
durable.
this flexible stuff is here.
Well, this one in particular is not, but this is the next progression up. Atlas here in particular came up with this as the next step above Hypalon. More durable, more abrasion resistant, more puncture resistant.
And they want to build stuff that's like less maintenance too, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and they are very low maintenance. The main thing, don't store them wet. Water will corrode them and oxidize.
But like the traditional ones where they were made out of wood and rawhide, you had to treat that and to keep it from both the leather and the wood from getting ruined.
And they still make those too, right?
They do exist, yeah. There's some traditional snowshoe companies that make them. Some have traditional bindings, some use high-tech bindings like this.
And then, so I guess these bindings here, what makes them good? What makes a good binding?
What makes a good binding? Well, a couple things. Ease of use, getting in and out. These are a very easy binding to get in and out of. You have a one-hand pull thing, so if you have gloves or mittens on, it's easy to cinch it down. It has a built-in arch brace here, so it's a very ergonomic feeling snowshoe. The other thing is how it's actually attached to the snowshoe. This one here uses a, well, I don't want to call it a rubber. It's it's almost like a rubber band, but not quite so stretchy.
Wrapped around here.
It allows your foot to pivot in there, and
exactly.
I imagine you could dig this in if you're trying
Right.
to push yourself forward.
It also allows your foot to move independent of the snowshoe itself, so it's going to put less pressure on
So
your
like
ankles.
if you were on a little bit uneven terrain, it's not going to
Right.
tweak your ankle
Yeah,
if this dips
it
a little
lets.
bit.
Yeah, it's hard to do by hand with body weight on it though. It will let your foot kind of be independent of the deck itself. Exactly.
And snowshoes come in different lengths, different widths.
They do.
They can maybe build them a little different for women than they
They-
can for men.
Yep. Besides the feminine colors, they're typically cut a little narrow to accommodate a women's gait. You're going to have bindings are a little smaller, and some companies actually angle them different.
Oh, wow.
So
Never would have thought about that.
yeah, that's a couple details that make it
And
easier.
what is this?
This is your heel elevator. So long uphill climbs, it's going to take stress off of your calf muscles, and positioning your weight up and forward actually allows the cleats on the bottom to engage the snow a little bit better.
So if the shoe's on an angle like this, walking uphill, your foot still relatively level.
Stays level, exactly.
Okay, now this one here has a metal edge on it with some, looks like cleats on the bottom there,
Yeah.
and just for ice and stuff like that.
Yeah. Very aggressive cleats on it. The way it's constructed, it saves a lot of weight. You know, obviously real thin frame on it. The other thing, if you notice, you can actually twist that shoe, so it actually
Oh, wow.
there's some movement, so that does accommodate the terrain a little bit.
That's interesting.
So
And like, these, you buy a pair of these based upon a weight range, right?
correct.
I think there's pretty much a set calculation that you should have this much surface area for this much body weight.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when the ladies are going in, you got to give your weight.
Yeah.
At least a range like
At least a range.
50 to 75 pounds. That's the way I weigh in there.
No more than that.
Yeah. But what they do is they'll take and give you a longer tail on the shoe for a heavier person. So
Exactly.
that person that's 140 pounds, pretty short shoe, and then 250 pounds can be a longer shoe towards the back.
Yeah, this is a bigger shoe. This is 250 plus. It's going to be for a big guy. Or a little lighter guy who suspects they're going to be in very deep light snow.
Or carrying a lot of weight. I would guess if you could carrying a lot of
For those of you
equipment.
who take the snowboards out and do the backcountry snowboarding,
Big packs, exactly.
skiing.
And they build these, I guess the basic construction's a lot the same, but versus, competition or just recreational snowshoeing, they can build them a little differently.
Right. Yeah. I mean, one of the more specific ones out there is a running snowshoe. Those are usually made out of aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber. They are cut very narrow, so as you're running, you're not catching your tails. The bindings are usually very aggressive. You notice there's a little angle to this. The running snowshoes that Atlas makes, it's very, very angled. So as you're running, it's not, your tails aren't banging all over the place.
Okay.
So yeah, they do accommodate that.
And then these things, pretty much the top exercise as far as calorie burning.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's low impact like walking, probably even more low impact.
Yeah, it could be better because the snow will actually give a little bit more,
Yeah.
so easier on the joints.
And you will get a very good.
You'll get a
workout.
good workout.
And it was 500 to 1,000 calories an hour.
Well, I imagine besides
It's
walking
huge.
on snow, I mean, you're going to be going uphill, downhill. Plus, you're going to be out in the cold, so your body might burn a little bit more trying to keep warm.
Exactly. Yeah.
So definitely like awesome exercise for people who live in this area, and
Yeah.
I
It's
guess
very
it could be
accessible.
very serene and tranquil out there. And
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
now you should have some other stuff with you out in the snow. You're not hot, but you're still going to need water.
Yep. Still need
So
water.
Camelbacks, with the insulated tube.
Yeah.
This
is
keep it
good.
from freezing, huh?
Exactly.
Well, this one in particular is a little different. There's been insulated tube covers for quite a while. This one I brought in particular because it has a heating element in the tube.
Like it.
So if it's very cold,
Oh, wow.
you can click it on and
Does
it
it have
keeps,
like a battery in there? Oh, cool.
there's a little battery
Very
pack
cool.
in there, so it keeps
And
your
if you
tube
spend
from
any time
freezing.
in the snow at all, that's huge.
Yeah. I've had my tube freeze before, and you're done for until the end of the day.
Yeah.
You can't get
And
it to unfreeze.
something else people will usually wear is some some, I guess, gators, or these are crocodiles. Or
Yeah, that one has been around forever.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it. It's one of the more
just
common gators out there.
keep snow from going in your boots.
Yeah, and it's good to have the strap underneath the shoe.
Keep it from pulling up.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
right
nice.
here.
Yeah.
And then you can draw the top tight. So, and then this, I would imagine, would be a little bit of an advantage to have while you're
It is.
snowshoeing.
Several benefits to a pole. Besides the obvious balance, you're going to have more calorie burning. You know, and poles will
They're adjustable. That's gotta be
So
important,
when you're going
right?
uphill,
Yep. You can change them. If you're on a long uphill, you can shorten them. If you're on a long downhill, you can lengthen them. If you're on a side hill, you can actually make one longer, so you can, you know.
Okay.
Nice straps, you don't drop them. And
Right.
ergonomic handle. And
Yeah.
people can use regular ski poles.
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
just having the adjustables or
It's a nice thing to have, and then you can collapse them down, and they're easily transportable.
Oh, didn't think about that. And this
Yeah.
something important that you
The
should
basket.
probably
Yeah.
have.
Good powder basket. You know, a big basket is good. This one in particular, this is a double duty basket. It's great for certain ski bindings, and this little piece here, if you have it facing forward, is good for hard packed snow. It actually helps dig in when you're leaning the pole.
cool.
So very cool.
And good thermal type stuff.
Yep.
The anti-stink.
Anti-stink. That's right.
I
But
swear I put deodorant on.
pure merino, is that Dan Marino?
Sounds like it, but no.
Okay.
No, merino is actually a particular sheep. It's,
Okay.
Yeah, it's a particular wool. It's super fine.
Okay.
But it
feels like
wicks
silk.
the moisture and all that good stuff
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So.
Wool has a bad rap. This stuff feels like silk. It
okay.
wicks moisture. You can wear it for days on end. It doesn't
So,
stink.
if people want to get involved in this, where can they come to you for questions and answers
Oh,
and being fit for shoes?
Absolutely. You know, your local mountain shop. You know,
So and then you guys are at Sporting Rage. Do you have a website or anything like that?
we do.
Okay.
Sportingrage.com.
Okay.
Real simple. We're
And
working
then
on it.
people
It's
can
getting
call
there.
you if they have questions, and you'll just answer the question. No purchase necessary.
Oh no. We're happy to answer questions.
And where are you guys located at for people?
South end of Carson City. Well, it used to be the Albertson Shopping Center, but since Save Mart's moved in, we're in that complex next to Hollywood Video
Okay.
and Papa Murphy's. Get a
Cool.
pizza, come on, check out some
This
snowshoes.
is awesome stuff. Winter's coming or here. So
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
appreciate you
All
coming
right.
out.
Thanks for coming out. Thank you.
Well, I just wanted to start off by reminding everybody about the Pine Nut Mountain Trails Association's monthly meetings.
Since we usually forget. Right?
Exactly.
Okay. First Thursday of every month.
And that is at the Round Table Pizza at the Topsy Lane at the south end of Carson City, and at 7 p.m.
If you're interested in the pine nuts and you want to keep them available, these are the guys to be part of. you
Exactly.
know.
And that's keeping trails open to motorized use. That is maintaining the trails, picking up trash.
You just did the kiosks.
Exactly,
So-
which was an equestrian-only site. You know, so we're multiple use. All the groups are out there. So.
And there's also a cleanup coming to Prison Hill on December 15th.
Yep.
I think it's like 10 to 3 range. Pretty much hosted, put on by the Reno 4x4. But it really depends on people showing up
Exactly.
to pick up the trash. So go out there, pick up trash. If you have a Jeep, bring it. If you have a truck, bring that. You know, any means to help people. There need people on feet. People
Exactly.
can walk around. And
But get out there and get on
out
the
there.
cleanup.
December
So,
15th, Prison Hill.
Exactly.
10 o'clock,
And
somewhere
then
there.
we talked about some snowshoeing today.
Yes.
And this is backcountry stuff. I've done a bit of backcountry. I've seen avalanches. They do happen. So just if you're going to go out there, you need to be with other people and
Know the
beacon,
conditions. Know the conditions. You can go to the Sierra Avalanche Center, which is www.sierraavalanchecenter.org, and they'll give you all the conditions of what's happening right now.
Exactly. And that, I mean, the weather coming up for the day, they're watching it. They know, you know, basically whatever's going to, if it's bad
The
day
highs,
for
the lows,
avalanche.
the winds, how much snow's fallen,
Exactly.
the sheeting that you were talking about. And
Snow comes down in layers. You should take a class. If you're going to go out there and do backcountry stuff, take a class, know what you're doing. Don't be a statistic.
you're going to play in the snow, you should know about this.
Exactly.
Period.
And then there is some stuff coming up for the Sierra Avalanche Center to support them. Basically, it's a nonprofit group. And you got Kirkwood in January 6th is doing a ski day. We got
North Star is January 13th, and
Mount Rose, February 13th.
February 13th. And, March 2nd is Homewood, March 7th, Sugar Bowl, March 30th is Alpine Meadows, and basically you go there, you get a discounted rate.
And all the money goes to help out the
skiing,
locals.
snowboarding, and all the money goes to this.
To avalanche control and just keeping us, the backcountry people, aware of how bad the avalanche danger is, actually.
So win-win, you get to go ski or snowboard for less
Exactly.
money, and they get money.
Now, a beacon is necessary. If you're out there, no matter what, snowmobile, whatever, snowshoes, whatever. I'm personally trained on a tracker, DTS. It's really super simple. It's got a switch on the back that turns it to receive. And, it's got directional on it, so you don't have to do the grid pattern. And then a probe. You got to have a probe and a tracker when you're going out there.
And this is just a little device you wear. You get stuck in an avalanche.
Then your buddies can find you.
It can save your life. And I'm sure it saved a lot of people's lives.
Exactly. And that's about $300, but it's well worth the money, and the probe's like $25 and a shovel.
Save your life, man.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Exactly. And so just be aware when you're out there. Go check out the SierraAvalancheCenter.org before you go out if you're going to do any backcountry at all. So be safe.
All right.
With the Off-Road Business Association. We represent motorcycle and ATV dealers, four-wheel drive dealers in Nevada, and we're here today to talk about the route designation process. It's so important to the future of your ability to travel on our back roads in Nevada. The Forest Service is in the process of doing a travel plan process where they need to identify all roads and trails for future use to be designated, and they need your help in finding these routes, identifying them, and getting them in the analysis process to be designated, hopefully long term. So check with your local Forest Service office. Right behind them, the BLM will be doing the same thing. Check with your local BLM office. Ask to be put on their mailing list so you'll know what's going on, and ask to be put on that specifically for the travel plan process. So do your part today so you can ride tomorrow, and your grandkids and your great-grandkids can do it in years to come. Thanks for your help.
Hi, I'm Deidre St. Louis. I'm the National Off-Highway Vehicle Program Manager for the Forest Service, and I'm here today at a workshop in Reno, Nevada about travel management planning. And one of the things that I wanted to pass on to the trail users in Nevada is that it's really important not only for the off-highway vehicle enthusiasts to get involved in the planning process, but also for the equestrians, hikers, mountain bikers, and other non-motorized users to get involved too. And one of the main reasons is that the access that you currently enjoy to your trailheads, it will also be, or would need to be included in this designation process to maintain your access to those trailheads and campsites and things like that that you use. So again, I think it's really important for those users to get involved in the travel management planning process also.
I'm here with Charlie Cox from the Nevada OHV Coalition, and we're at the National OHV Conservation Council's Trail Mapping Seminar. So thanks for coming out there, Charlie.
Good to be here, Brian. Thanks for having me.
And so you just started the Nevada OHV Coalition?
Yes, we did. It's a new organization that represents all off-highway motorized recreation uses within the state.
Online, you can go to the webpage at burningsky.org and go over what all they need, what they need to help with the camp, all that good stuff. And you can't go out there and walk up and expect to skydive, so you got to get your stuff in advance, get everything taken care of, become part of the camp, and go check it out. Whiskey, no, my vices are too dear. there, flying formations, all that kind of stuff. Very cool to see. And if you want to get involved, you don't have to be a skydiver. You can just go to the burningsky.org website, and they have a bunch of tasks that need to happen out there, and it's just a good way to check it out and get involved.
And I don't want it. Let's get lost inside a vacuum. Kiss me 3 times, then 3 more. I'll hold you from behind. The smell of your hair makes me feel like home. I'll stare into your eyes, breathe not a single breath or speak a word, and then I'll...
You don't have to be a skydiver to go up in the plane. They do have observer rides, and those are pretty much booked 24 hours after the start of the ticket sales. So it's real tough to get in there, but you can do it. And if you are a skydiver and you want to go jump, you will need a minimum of 100 jumps on your logbooks. And your logbooks need to be with you so they can go over all your records. And nothing you want to be doing as a camper.
How was that jump?
It was sick, man.
Yeah? What'd you like the most?
Burning Man, what?
What'd you like the most about that jump?
Just the falling again. Just getting rad.
Nice.
Get lost in the beauty of you, falling fast asleep. If it ain't you, then I don't want it.
Good morning, Julie.
Good morning, Chris.
What'd you think about that jump just now?
It was great. I feel like I've released everything that I might have had last night.
Right on. Have a good one.
If you've been to Burning Man, you know everybody does some kind of art out there. And this was the Burning Sky Camp's art. And it was the trailers, the wheels, trailers they have here. And it's just a beautiful sight to see at sunset. And it's just kind of real different out there. The art is kind of like Woodstock meets Road Warrior, I guess. And, when the sun goes down, the party gets going. And it's just amazing to see some of this stuff. Just the fire and all that stuff.
Hey,
What's up?
what do you say?
Fantastic. So much cooler up there.
How'd the skydive go?
Awesome. Wingsuit. Good time.
Wingsuits? You're flying across the sky in a
Pretty
wingsuit?
much. Flew across the whole playa, screwed around, did a couple circles. It was a blast.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you want to be part of the Burning Sky experience and skydive at Burning Man, there is a shared cost for the fuel, which you have to do up front. And if you're participating in the camp and you're signed up for a work shift, it's like $35 per jump, and there's a minimum of 5 jumps. And there's a ferry fee, which is $10 if you're helping out, and $35 if you're not. So really encourage the helping the camp and being part of the art projects. And you want to get onto the web early and see what it's going to be, see what you can do to help. And it's the spirit of Burning Man, basically. Everybody's out there helping out. And when you go out there, you should be doing something to help the whole experience. If you've never been to Burning Man, you can go to burningman.org and check out what you're going to need, because there is some extreme weather out there, major dust. It is just a culture shock like you've never seen before. I am a self-proclaimed redneck, and I just had no concept of what we were getting into, but it was fun. It was a 5-day party, just a great time. Lots of friendly people. Everybody we ran into was just super excited to be there and just friendly and would give you anything. And, some people would show up with absolutely nothing. There was people from halfway around the world there that had flown in and hitchhiked over and just had no camping gear or really unprepared for the whole event. But they just heard about it and wanted to check it out.
First jump at Burning Man, nothing like it. One of a kind, landing on the playa, tracking across, nothing like it.
Bring all your friends, they're more than welcome to join our affair. And bring the shopping list and put all of the things you want to share. And I'll take cigarettes and whiskey, no, my vices aren't too dear. And then we'll share all our emotion for the next 50 years. If it ain't you, then I don't want it. If it ain't you.
All right, we just wanted to say thanks again to the Pine Nut Mountain Trail Association and the Brewery Arts Center and all the volunteers who come and help out.
And you can check out our website at nv-trails.org.
And you can also view the show on webcast.
On demand.
On demand at nvtrails.bactv.org.
And you can email us. We're asking people to come help us. We need people to shoot
help.
video. We need people to do all kinds of different stuff for the show. Our email is tv@nv-trails.org. We also want people to send in music.
Yeah, we're looking for local bands.
Nevada
that-
bands, basically,
Nevada
is all we wanna
bands
play.
that, we could put the music into various videos that we shoot when we go out and experience different things.
The
here in
Burning
Nevada.
Sky video, EJ Maldonado. Want to say thank you very much for sending us your music. He's out of Sparks, Nevada.
So very cool, and we're always asking people to send in videos or pictures of what they're doing in Nevada. We want to share what you're doing with everybody else.
Exactly. And if you don't think you can do the cutting and all that other stuff, we'll show you how. It's okay. We teach very well.
He's gotten good at it. So anyway, we appreciate you watching. This is Nevada Trail.